Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be unboxing the Aperion Audio Theatrus TC65 speakers and setting them up. Now these are the smallest Theatrus speakers in Aperion Audio's line of the same name. Basically they're intended to be used as side surrounds, back surrounds, height channels. They can also be used in the front, like height channels up in the corner. They have various mounting options, which I'll go over in this video. Real quick, I just want to thank Aperion Audio for sending out all of this stuff. Any Aperion Audio stuff you see in my videos, that's all been provided by them. They haven't paid me anything, and this is not a sponsored video. I will be clicking the paid promotion tag just to cover all bases, but they didn't pay me anything. They're not seeing this before you guys do. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive in here. We'll unbox these guys and see what is really going on. I want to make sure I'm centered here on this camera. Open this up. Now, what I like about the Theatrus, some people may not like it. There's only one finish option available. It's kind of like a, let's say a matte black. It does have a kind of a sheen to it. Right from the get-go, we got some nice little white gloves, which I will be using just to minimize fingerprints while I'm unboxing. Also, you do get these. Hopefully you can see that here. I think I mentioned this in the other video that I did on the T65. You get magnetic speaker grills. I prefer not to use speaker grills in my theater, but I don't have kids or pets in here. So these can be attached to the magnetic speaker grills. So super cool. You get kind of general user guidelines as well as basically a QR code that when you scan, it will bring up the manual. You also get a cleaning cloth. Now, this is just a microfiber cleaning cloth. They don't take the fingerprints too easily, which is great. However, what I found is if you have any kind of really gnarly smudges, a little distilled water in a spray bottle, spray this on one side first, wipe it down, and then wipe it off on the other side. Pretty much cleans anything off of them. You also get, like I said, the mounting hardware in here. So let's go ahead and pop this open. We'll kind of take a look. You do get the stealth mounting kit. Now this is the AWZ wall bracket. You can buy this separately on Aperion Audio's website. I think it's around 70 bucks, but they are included in pretty much every single Theatrus speaker that you buy. Now these don't have an angle adjustment, so that is something else that Aperion Audio offers. So anyway, you get that instruction manual. You get two rubber feet in each one, so you get basically two of these boxes, and they each have the same thing in them. But basically, when you wall mount these, you want to put these on the opposite corner where the wall mount goes. That way you don't scratch a speaker or the wall where you're putting it. And then you get the speaker side wall mount here. So this just attaches with two screws, which I'll show before I put it on the wall. Got like a little piece of rubber or silicone on the back, so this won't scratch the speaker, and it just screws in like that. And if we unbox the wall mount side, where we put this on the wall, we can kind of see how these go together. So you have this mounted on the wall, this mounted on the speaker, and they slide together like this. And then there's two little security screws that you screw in that also come in this bag. I've tested these out already, and yeah, they're staying on the wall. They're not going anywhere if you mount them properly. You do get two of the drywall anchors. What's nice about these style of drywall anchors do not require any type of drill or anything. You just need a screwdriver and they screw right into the wall. Really handy, so you don't need like an extra drill with a bit that's sized for this. Really simple to install there. And then you do get concrete anchors. You get two of these. So if you're going into concrete or something like that, they got you there as well. And there are 6 total mounting holes on this guy here. So this is what goes on the wall. I prefer like the 4 corners here. Obviously everything comes pretty well packed, but we do get the magnetic speaker grills. Like I said, you could apply these in basically any side that has a little logo thing here. This is just a little sticker on the inside that comes out. So yeah, the little logo thing, you kind of see the back here. Not too shabby. It can only go one way. So you got the driver here, which is a 6.5-inch driver, then the tweeter up here. And then let's move on to the speakers themselves. I'm just gonna grab these out of here real quick. They weigh about 11 pounds each. So they're definitely not light, but they're not super heavy either. Let's go ahead and just open this guy up here without the gloves on. And then once we kind of unsheath it, that sounds weird, unsheath, we can kind of throw the gloves on here. I'll open it up and then we'll kind of go over some of the features on it, the mounting point. And so you can actually see the mounting holes, go over there. So we have the 2 mounting holes on the side here. We have 2 mounting holes on the back and 2 mounting holes on the other side. So these are just little rubber gaskets that you pop out, and then you can put the bracket on. which I will show you in a moment. On the back, you do have 5-way binding posts, which is super cool. I really like the angle of these. What I do like is they can go either way. You can mount them this way, but the way I have things set up is I'm actually going to be mounting them this way because the AMT style ribbon tweeter will actually be in line with the main front speakers. So that is really awesome. However, in the back, I will be mounting them a bit higher just to clear the seats so the sound will not be blocked. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the unboxing. I mean, I could unbox the second one or take out the second one, but it's exactly the same. So we'll get to installing them on the walls. Awesome. So it was really important for me to figure out where the center is here between the acoustic panel on the left and the cable channel on the right for a couple different reasons. One, using the laser level as you see here, I'm actually using an angle finder off screen as well to make sure that I'm at the proper angle for all of these speakers. The reason I was measuring so precisely is I wanted to make sure that these were centered between the acoustic panel and the cable channel on the right. For one very specific reason, actually. I will be replacing these at some point with the Theatrus T65 Slims, which are quite a bit wider. So I needed to make sure I had enough clearance in between the acoustic panel and the cable channel that I could mount the Theatrus T65 Slims. So we're all good to go there. You'll see that in a later video, and that's going to be awesome. Now, something you can't see here, and I don't really kind of show in more detail, is on the outside of the side surround walls is the outside of the house, and it's concrete. And so I needed to actually bore out the concrete a little bit with a masonry bit. Not a whole lot, but I wanted to make sure the toggle bolts could fit in there. They were a little too short to cut the ends off. I did try that, and it just didn't really work. I didn't feel like they would be secure enough. So I ended up doing that. It was maybe another 30 seconds of the process. And you might be asking, why are you using 4 toggle bolts on these 11-pound speakers? They're overkill for 11-pound speakers. And heck, they're overkill for heavier speakers too. But I wanted to make sure that these were secure enough that I wouldn't have to worry about it. And like I said, I will be replacing these TC65s with the Theatrus T65 Slims, which do weigh about 30 pounds each. So I just wanted to make sure I was covered. Now you see me here kind of going back and forth with the angle finder, trying to find the right angle for the back surrounds. And the reason I was doing that is I wanted to go a little more narrow. And this is based off of Andrew Gramani and Stephen Smith's recommendation to place the back surrounds 15 degrees apart from the kind of the center of the room. So you got 15 degrees on the left back surround, 15 degrees on the right back surround. So there's 30 degrees of separation there. And that just, because we don't hear well with things behind us, that kind of helps with imaging in the rear. Now, I also wanted to place these up high or higher to clear the back of the theater seats, but not too high where they start smearing with the height channels. Now, smearing is basically when the surround speakers are too high, there is not enough separation between the bed layer, so like your side and back surrounds, and the height channels, meaning that things just start to kind of smear together and you don't really get great localization or discrete effects. Not really something you want. And so that is the whole reason I didn't want to go too high. So I think I settled on about 1.5 feet. Now the bifold door here kind of made it a little tricky to get the right angle at 15 degrees. So I think with the TC65s, they're kind of cheated a little bit. But when we move over to the Slims in the next video, I'm able to actually rotate the speaker so the tweeter is on the left side closer to the center of the room, which puts it right at that 15 degree mark. So I felt like that was good enough. And these are just simple nuts and bolts here. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. I wanted to make sure that these were secure on the bifold doors. And with that, the installation is complete. And I think I want to go over the specs and show a cool little montage. Let's do it. So with the Theatrus TC65s installed, I want to talk about sound quality. One, these are excellent side and back surrounds, and even height channels. If you want to mount them up in the corners, they do have that option. They are angled in a way where I feel like you can actually mount them where you would traditional ceiling speakers and aim them pretty well. Not as precise as you can with something that has like an aimable tweeter, but they're angled enough where I feel like you can kind of get away with it. They still have that same brilliance because they have that same AMT style tweeter as the T65 and T65 Slims, but they do lack that mid-range. So that is going to make a difference in terms of cohesion if you're playing, like, let's say a game and you're panning the camera around and you're kind of honing in on a specific sound, or maybe a character's talking. They are going to sound slightly different if you're panning the camera around, just because they lack those soft dome mid-range drivers. It's something that I think a lot of people would have a hard time really noticing, especially with movies. I can't honestly tell a massive difference between the front Theatrus T65s and these when things are kind of hitting on all cylinders, right? You know, talking about Ready Player One, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Probably should update my demo list, but I'm familiar with these. They're very neutral sounding across the board from my testing and listening, and they do calibrate fairly well, fairly easily. I think the highs I cut down a little bit because they were a bit too bright for my taste. The frequency response here is listed at 80 hertz to 35,000 hertz. So yeah, you're gonna wanna cross these over at least at 80. I would honestly recommend, depending on your room, 90 to 100 even. But anyway, I feel like that is pretty much a great general first impressions. I really dig these. Again, these are about $1,000 a pair. So they're not the cheapest out there, but I think for what you get a lot. And I really like the aesthetics. Some people are not going to, that's subjective. I think that when you walk into a room and you have a full Theatrus system, people are either going to look at them and go, wow, these look like they mean business, because they do. Or people are like, too industrial, not a big fan. That's really up to you. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I will have an unboxing of the T65 Slims as well as install. Also, I did receive 4 of the new Theatrus in-ceiling speakers, their 6.5-inch version. They should fit right in the same cutout for the Clearus, so I will be doing an unboxing install of those, kind of going over the differences between the two as well. So keep a lookout for that. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button. Also give me a thumbs up if you want to, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.